So I hear that all gingers are black now.
Now that gingers are black, I'd first like to thank the black community for welcoming us with open arms. And secondly, I'd like to humbly submit my application to bring a dish to the cookout. Now I understand the initial hesitation, but I'd like to present my spice cabinet. Now my specialties are in barbecuing, and things that I need to work on is soul food, but I think most gingers need help in that department. Thank you for your consideration.
Oh, so fabulous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome to the channel. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back once again. So this video, I have to give a shout out to my husband because he brought it to my attention. It's an ongoing trend, and he just kept reminding me, like, have you done the video, have you done the ginger video? And I'm like, okay, I have to do it. And also I need to apologize, I have a cold and I have a flu, so just in case my voice sounds a little bit off or nasal, that's what's going on. It's rainy season here in Nigeria, and yeah, the weather is a bit cooler than usual. So there's this trend that's been happening on TikTok for a little over a week now, and you guys, the black community have done it again. We have done what we always do. We have done what we're known for, which is accepting people, spreading love, spreading kindness, spreading joy, being everybody's hero. And this time around, we're doing it for the gingers. Yes, the palm colored people that have natural red hair. I think you guys refer to them as redheads. So it started off when a black woman made a particular video. Let me just go right ahead and play her video.
I just need to remind y'all again, everyone who is ginger, who has red hair, those are black people. All gingers are black people. If they have red hair, they are black. You see a white man with red hair, that's a black man. You see a white woman with red hair, that's a black woman. Gingers are black. All gingers.
So I believe it started off as a joke, but it has millions of views. And I think from there, a lot of redheaded people started making videos talking about their experience, how it's been hard for them, how they face discrimination and downright disdain and hate from other palm colored people simply because of the color of their hair. I personally am mind blown because I'm like, what is it with palm colored people and creating a hierarchy and treating people terribly based on physical features that they were created and born with? Like, what is that? I personally have always known that palm colored people value blonde hair, blue eyes. You know, they probably have like more desirable features and less desirable features, but I did not know how much hate and disdain and discrimination they had for a certain selected few of their own people simply because of red hair. I mean, if you hear the stories these gingers were out here saying about the discrimination they have faced, even from their own family members, simply because they were born with red hair, it left me in shock. You have people making videos and actually breaking down in tears, narrating their experience and talking about how they feel seen and validated just because black people are showing them love and claiming them as one of our own.
I'm not normally a girl that's gonna cry on the internet. I've spent the last hour reading comments that are healing me. Healing parts of me that I didn't know needed healed. Healing parts of me that I didn't even realize were still hurting. A group of people that have been so marginalized and hated and judged for no reason. A group of people that have dealt with stuff that I will never understand, never fully understand. Y'all are just coming together to love on me? You want to talk about black girl magic? Look at my comments. Look at what you're doing for me. Growing up, having red hair and being so bullied, it's like I expected it. It was, well, I have red hair, so of course I'm going to be bullied. I've got pasty white skin, of course I'm going to be bullied. But yet I would look at my black friends and think, like, if anybody comes for them, for their hair or their skin, like, think again. Absolutely not. So it's crazy to me that I never realized that it wasn't okay for me either. You're fixing something that you never broke. You guys are fixing something that it wasn't your job to fix. I literally feel more confident now. I mean, not now, but I feel beautiful. I feel people saying, welcome home, fam. And I'm like, I have family. I'm never again gonna freaking buy self-tanner. I'm not gonna be ashamed of going to the beach. I'm not going to be scared of letting my natural skin color shine through. Like, you're changing my life in all of my freaking 38 years. Like, thank you. Somebody said to me, it's not a trend, it's a movement. And I feel that. I feel that deeply, because this is bigger. This is bigger than just some TikTok trend. This is changing people's lives, and I'm one of the people that's been changed. Saying thank you feels so little. It feels so small for what you've done for me. But thank you.
Oh man, another redhead crying and crying and gushing about being healed. I have so many emotions right now. I can't even process them all. The last 48 hours of my life, I've never felt more love in my life. It's so weird. It's so wild. You know, I didn't know there were so many. I mean, the redheads were so rare that I don't know any redheads. I don't have any redheaded friends, and I rarely see them. And it's just like an understated thing. We just go through it. But I've always got along with black people. And they get it, man. It's like, it's all, we can't talk about it. We can't even talk about it to them because they deal with racism, right? And we can't hold a candle. We can't even hold a candle to that. We have to just internalize it, and we don't talk to other redheaded people because it's just understood. It's just like, man, I have always hated my red hair, and I have never wanted to have a redheaded kid because of this. It's terrible. But anyway, the love is so good. So thank you to everybody who's on the train, on the TikTok ginger train. And Red Velvet's lovely. I love that nickname. I'm on the fence about ginger. I've never really, we just like being, just FYI, we like being called by our name. Like, my name is Alex. Instead of, hey, Carrot Top, hey, redhead dude, hey, whatever, just your name. Like, that's, but now it's like, it feels good to be redhead, finally. We get our day in the sun. Hopefully this lasts longer than 48 hours.
My name is Sean, and I know I'm not black. I know if I lived in this body 100 years, I would still not know what it's like to be black. At the end of the day, I still cannot jump. Oh, and I am very, very corny, I'm sorry. I'm making this video because of all the love and all the stories have healed something inside of me. When I was in 2nd grade, I went to a private Christian, almost all-white school. I was forced to lick dirt by 3 boys. The first time I fought against it, I got a rock to my face, which gave me a swollen black eye. It happened a few more times after that. I'm very ashamed to say that my grandparents moved me in with them to a different part of the state, where I started school again, and it started over again. There was the usual. Carrot Top, Copper Top, Howdy Doody, Bozo the Clown, Ronald McDonald, Opie, which that one I got because it's just the intent. And then in 5th grade, yes, there was fire crotch, but what stuck with me was fireballs. So in front of the teacher, it was fireball. Outside of their sight, it was fireballs. I was told that no one would ever marry me. I was extremely fortunate and found my wife 28 years ago. And let me tell you, I punched way up from my weight class. With my chosen family, I did learn unconditional love from them. I had it, but I didn't love myself until this very week. I didn't think I was truly worthy of love. And I love you all. Thank you so much. Especially the black community.
I feel like we should be paying TikTok this week for emotional healing, like true therapy for us gingers or ginjas. I guess we're Nixon the hard R. This has stirred up so much emotion. It's just been kind of this big joke amongst white people, but I don't actually know that they know what they were doing. My parents even. It started when I was born. My parents are loving. They love me. They really do. But since I can remember, I was probably 3 or 4 the first time I heard it, and I've heard it multiple times. When my mom was pregnant, because I'm the only redhead in my family, and we have a very large family on both sides, the only redhead. I was told while my mom was carrying me that my dad said, I don't want it to be a girl, and if it's a girl, she better not be a redhead. And my mom said it so nonchalantly, and she just said it like, oh, but we love you, and look how you turned out, and you're beautiful, and we're just so happy you're here. But from the get-go, from birth, I had been told that what I was wrong. What I wasn't wanted. So at a very young age, before I even know who I am and what I am yet, I was told that I'm not normal. The first time I ever heard, does the carpet match the drapes comment, I don't even think I had carpet yet. So I was very confused. I had to ask someone what that meant. And it was from an adult who asked me. And then I got it from other kids who also shouldn't know what that means, but they had heard it from their parents or from older people. I mean, the number of times I've been asked that in my life is... And this is what I'm talking about with other white people. Like, they didn't understand. They didn't understand what hearing that kind of shit means. Now that I'm much older, I'm much more confident, and I just don't give a shit anymore what people think. But here's the kicker. It still never went away fully. I have a 4-year-old son. He is now the second redhead in my entire family. So I was the only one. Until I gave birth to my son, I only have one child, and he is redhead. This is the fucked up part. When I was pregnant, I was saying the same shit. Fuck, he better not be a redhead. And my first fucking words when he was born, when the doctor asked, oh, who's the redhead? Because I was a C-section, so I couldn't see him. My very first fucking words when my son was born is, oh man, I was disappointed. It makes me so mad that I did that because I know how much it fucked you up. And he's the most perfect child. Just thank you for validating us. That's all it is. It's just, I have never felt so validated in my own skin since this week. So I appreciate you.
Now, a lot of those things left me shocked. The level people will go to show how much they do not approve or do not wish to have a child with red hair. And what does it remind me of? It reminds me about how a lot of them would discriminate against darker skinned people, melanated people. You know what, at this point, let me just play some people's reaction and commentary about this whole gingers are black situation.
Has anyone ever noticed that the token white girlfriend in all of our favorite childhood black sitcoms is usually always a redhead? Okay, a lot of you recommended that I stretch before making this reach, but I promise you this is really a thing, and I hope to convince you of that in this video. Alright, so boom. Our redhead friend has been around. Zoe from the Proud Family, Chelsea from Not So Raven, Monique, and Kim Possible. A lot of y'all didn't know Kim Possible's best friend was black. It's because she a redhead. I'm trying to tell y'all the tea. Cece from Shake It Up. I know y'all watch Shake It Up with Zendaya. Her and Cece was locked in like this the whole time. She's even been making appearances as a best friend to Latinx women as well. I know y'all remember Harper from Wizards of Waverly Place. And I know those are like outdated references, so like she's been around in some new series as well. Do y'all watch The Queen's Gambit? Elizabeth Harmon and Jolie from The Queen's Gambit. Best friends. I'm trying to tell y'all. She was even in Fate, the Wink Saga. There was black girl and redhead best friends. Outside of the red-haired best friend, have you also noticed that when a black actress is recast in a role that was played originally by a white woman, that white woman was usually always a redhead? We've seen it with Iris West, Mary Jane, Annie, and now The Little Mermaid. Y'all are trying to act like I'm crazy, but this is the real tea. I'm trying to tell y'all. Okay, so here's my theory. Back in Hollywood, redheads were originally typecast as Irish, whether or not they were. And historically, white Irish immigrants were treated terribly in America, just like black people. Well, not just like black people, but you know they were treated bad. And you know who can relate to that? Black people. And most refugees and Irish immigrants were loaded onto minimally converted cargo ships, some of the same ships that were used to transport slaves from Africa. They were herded like cattle, treated terribly. And you know who can relate to that? Us. Back in the day, redheads and Irish people were the only people that would even interact with black people on a human level because there was a lot of understanding between what the other was going through. And so no, I'm not saying both of their plights were the same, but they could relate to each other, and in Hollywood, they were both disrespected. So in cinema, black girls and redheads, which again were usually typecast as Irish, really got along, and that's why in cinema they were best friends, because in real life, a lot of them were actually very close. Think about when you were growing up. Think about the girl in your friend group. The redheads used to be around. They were around. And Hollywood was originally very averse to casting redheads in leading roles. And so if they were that averse to casting redheads in leading roles, it makes sense why they would replace these ones, which they were already skeptical about, with black women. Make the Notebook black. Make the Notebook black. Hashtag just make the Notebook black. Okay, so comment down below whether you think this theory is valid or if you think I'm actually insane.
White people, what have y'all been doing to the ginger community, man? They running up to us, crying and hugging us and kissing on us and all that. Yo, listen, man, I didn't even know that was a problem. Sometimes you get caught up in your own discrimination and your own oppression that you forget that there's people out there going through their own thing, man. I didn't even know that was a problem. Y'all just be running around messing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. How you gonna bully these people their whole life because their hair is red? I know it ain't all white people. I know there's some good white people out there. But y'all just be messing with people for no reason at all. Y'all messing with everybody?
Have y'all noticed how quiet the non-ginger white people are being right now? Like, gingers are having a field day exposing these non-ginger white people. And it's hilarious, man. I know they're feeling some type of way. It's got to be shameful for you to see how these harmless jokes you used to make really expose how fucked up you guys were. And I haven't seen one apology video. I haven't seen anybody admitting that they were wrong because they don't take it serious. They still don't. They still think that this is a big joke to us. And it's not. It actually hurt our feelings. It actually made me very self-conscious. Like, I used to wear a hat. I went through an emo phase. I begged my mom to dye my hair black because of how much I got picked on for my hair. I hated my hair. Like, and I had no reason to hate it. It was only because of what other people were telling me. Like, and now I grow up and all these black women are saying my hair is beautiful, and I'm just shook because, like, dude, this is not how it felt when I was a kid. White girls used to call me ugly. Like, white girls used to tell me they didn't want to have a ginger baby. Man, I used to be called so many names. Fire crotch, freckle face, ginger, obviously, soulless. They used to call me ginger fro because I had poofy hair. I didn't know how to cut my hair back in the day. My poor mom didn't know what to do with me. And yeah, dude, I used to get picked on so much for my hair. Do the carpets match the drapes? You're cute for a ginger, backhanded compliments. I heard all of that. Kick a redhead day? Yeah, I got kicked. Yeah, I did. I was assaulted. And guess what? Kick a redhead day is not an actual day. It's any day any asshole wants to make up. Oh, today's kick redhead day. And now we're getting kicked. I even had a barber tell me they don't like cutting my hair because I'm a ginger. But hey, now I got my black family. Now I got the people who actually love me and accept me. Joke's on you. Who's laughing now?
Have we all forgotten that when Halle Bailey was casted as the Little Mermaid, ginger people came out in herds, schools, if you will, to talk about how angry they were that she was casted because she was taking away their representation? Because me, I ain't forgot. And I hate to be the one to ruin this fucking moment, but actually I just lied because I don't hate to be the one to ruin this moment at all. My people forget and forgive way too easily and way too quickly. And what really kills me is y'all be ready to accept everyone except actual black people. There are black gingers, black people with red hair, and y'all be so quick to question their identity. There are black biracial people. People who are mixed with black and another race or races, y'all are quick to tell them that they're not black. But you see a white person with red hair and all of a sudden they're black? Are y'all okay? If you're taking this too seriously, it's just a joke. Some shit don't need to be joked about because what happens when it gets taken too far? What happens when a white person with red hair now thinks that they can say the N-word? What happens when they continue to Christopher, Christina, Columbus, Lopez everything and appropriate shit? Exactly. I'm begging y'all to wrap this shit up by noon 30 yesterday. Because this could go left real fucking quick.
Because one black woman came on the internet and told y'all gingers that y'all was black. And now all of a sudden the whole ginger community is hyped up, right? And the comment section of these gingers are literally nothing but us in the black community giving them that validation. But y'all don't even give our own community the validation when they need to hear it. You got black women out here calling ginger white men black kings, but yet you don't even call your own black kings black kings. What? Y'all, as far as the black community, will do anything and everything to accept anything and everyone in our community, but y'all don't even accept us in our own community. A white person got a little two-step. Oh, you invited to the cookout. A white girl got a little black accent. Oh, you invited to the cookout. Like, do y'all hear yourselves when y'all say stuff like this? Do y'all really hear yourselves?
Us redheads do not think we're actually or literally black. Let's just start off with that. We all own a mirror. And we understand we are the whitest of the white. This trend was not started by gingers. It was started by one black woman when other members of the black community got on board with it. We saw it, we appreciate the inclusion, and all of us, including myself, have just been making fun videos. I feel like it's been a fun time from both sides. Now, that is to say that if you are a part of the black community and you want no part of this, you think this is the stupidest thing ever, you're against it, that's okay too. The black community owes us nothing because while we may have some beautiful locks of hair, we are still, in fact, for 99% of us, we were on board with it and was like, yeah, we are black, let's go. And again, it wasn't about actually being black. It was about being included into a community that we already felt included into and comfortable with. And as I said, the black community owes us nothing. So for them to welcome us with open arms felt very healing to a lot of us, but also validating at the same time. And I do know that there has been a few videos that were racist and not okay, but for the bulk of them, for the bulk of us, we've all just been excited and happy to be here. And I'm serious. I will come to a cookout. You don't want me to bring any food, but I'll bring the booze. And for the who keep having comments warning of us of the black community like we've never interacted with them in our lives, be fucking for real. It's 2025. The reason we were so quick to switch sides, our bags were already packed. We were ready to go. I feel safer in a room or a crowd of black people than I will ever feel in a room of white people, and that is sad. I can't speak for all gingers, but for this one, the thought of them flipping the script or changing things or like all of those things using us, that's never been a thought because that's the experience that we've had with not black people. We still know our stance. I will still walk into a room and have white privilege. I won't be scared when a police officer pulls me over. The maternal mortality rate for gingers is not going to change. We are all having a fun time. But I also know that there's very real things at play. And that's why I don't get upset when someone in the Black community is completely not okay with this. Why would you be? How many times has us acted like we were allies and then flipped the script? And as redheads, we have to be careful about the jokes we make. And while some of the things are funny and it's a great time, there is a very real issue underlying all of this. And it's an issue that us white people started.
It took one woman to come on here and say, gingers are black. For y'all to believe, finally, that I'm black, that's crazy, bro. I have 2 black parents. 2 parents darker than me. And nobody was believing me until this lady, shout out to her though, shout out to her, until this queen, let me fix that. This queen came on here and said, gingers are black. Shout out to her, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gingers around the world, white, black, everybody. Shout out to y'all, man. I grew up hating my freaking freckles. You know what I'm saying? They was calling me a ripe banana. I got called fire crotch, Sinbad, Jadena, any name in the book, I heard it. Finally, we getting some love. Damn.
I said it once, and I'm going to say it again, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again and again and again until it's understood. Yes, gingers are benefiting from this. For whatever reason, black people have chosen ginger people to be the subject of their show, of their magic power that they have. Their ability to just influence the world in whatever way that they please. And we have always known that black people and their culture have had this influence. They are the coolest people. They have the coolest music. They have the coolest phrases, the coolest style. We copy everything that they do. And out of nowhere, they decided to just cause the biggest wave of love and positivity that was going to heal millions of people. And they did it knowing that they could possibly get nothing in return. There was no, this wasn't an investment for them or anything. It wasn't like a scratch your back, I'll scratch, just for no reason. Just completely altruistically. And that has to be God. And that's why black people are God's people without a single doubt in my mind. Without a single doubt in my mind. I don't know what to say. I don't know the words to put into it. I hope I can. And this is what I want to say. And I'm going to steal it from the guy whose video I just watched. He said, if you are invited to the cookout, you are expected to be on the front lines. If you are invited to the cookout, you are expected to be on the front lines. And whatever that means to you, you better be there. All right. And I know that I'll be there. And I hope the rest of my ginger brothers and sisters who are benefiting from this movement better know that they better be there. All right. Hands down, better be there. And I just want to praise God, praise the Lord Most High for using black people once again to show his mercy, his grace, and his power. And for some reason, me and redheads alike are benefiting from it. And I will make it my purpose with the Lord as my witness to return this love, to share anything that I receive back to God's people in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And I need your guys' help to continue to help me, show me how to do that, right? Show me what that looks like in my life to make this make sense for you guys. You guys have given us a debt, an unpayable debt that I am so grateful to have. Once again, bless you guys. I love you. One love.
So having heard what everybody has said and what they feel about this whole trend, now to give my own personal opinion. Of course, there's going to be somebody who's going to ruin the trend because you're going to get too comfortable and just reveal that they're an undercover raid to the sixth person. Because, let's state the obvious here. We all know that redheads are not black people. It's a joke.
All right, my fellow redheads, I'm going to give you a little short to-do list. Once you find out you are, in fact, a black person, okay?
All right, let's take a look.
Go up there to your fire detector. Take out the battery. Replace it with a dead battery. We need the church, okay?
Okay, not bad. Not sure the over-explaining it is needed, though.
Woman, hey, what's your credit score?
I'm not liking that disrespect.
We need to go and buy us a Hellcat.
We are treading on unfriendly caricature now.
Next thing, kids. Dad's gonna go get some milk. I'll be right back.
Oh, Christ. I can't with these honky-tonk white trash types. What did I say? Not even a day ago. This is not cultural appreciation. This ain't even cultural appropriation. This is just another moldy mayo bleach demon playing into harmful caricatures. There is no respect. There is no punching up. All this does is perpetuate harmful stereotypes. That's it. There is no camaraderie in this. There is no love in this. All you are doing is showing the black community exactly why they should have left well enough alone with us. So nope, I am taking your ginger card. You are now just a person with red hair. Because a ginger is not engaging in this type of nonsense.
Your ignorance and your pandering to racist white people with their stupid-ass portrayals of black stereotypes? No, that shit don't fly here. You are just another Clarence Thomas of the redhead community, so we are done with you. Might as well be doing verbal blackface.
It was a joke, but still, it was still black people extending that hand of friendship and that kindness. And a lot of the redheaded people actually did appreciate it. And one way or the other, it healed some kind of trauma in them. And I think that's a good thing, because at the end of the day, we are all just humans, right? So I like the fact that this trend kind of united the black community and these particular people who have been bullied by their own people, other palm colored people. But to look at it on a deeper level, I'm going to ask the question that is probably on some of you's minds, which is, would they extend the same kindness to us? These redheaded people who are out here gushing about how much love they feel from the black community and thanking us, is this going to create much of a change in how they view black people, in the decisions that they make that could directly or indirectly affect black people? Are they going to become active allies, or is it just going to be business as usual? And another obvious thing is how a lot of them acknowledge that they understand that whatever kind of discrimination or bullying they have experienced is nothing compared to what black people have experienced. They recognize that worse things have been done to black people by their fellow palm color people. So they definitely know that they have their white privilege, and that is something black people do not have in America. They experience bullying and discrimination, but on the part of black people, we are talking race to the season, we are talking systemic oppression. Now, this is not the oppression Olympics, okay, but it is obvious that there's some kind of trauma bonding here, because if there's any group of palm color people that would have any idea what it feels to be discriminated and hated on simply because of a natural feature that you were born with, it will be these red-headed people. Now, there have been black people who did not really appreciate the trend because they feel like we don't even show our own people love, and we even treat some members of our own community as outcasts. So they feel it is hypocritical for us to be extending our hands and opening our doors to palm color people and telling them they are black. And I understand that sentiment. And of course, there are also some other black people that, even though they appreciate the trend and the kindness that we are showing to these red-headed people, they also are wary, knowing that somebody is going to get too comfortable and mess it up. And of course, there's been one or two people that have done that, but majority of the red-headed people have been very respectful and appreciative of the whole trend. But at the end of the day, I think it's an overall positive thing, and I hope that when the time comes that we need people to write for us, that these people will remember this particular trend and how it made them feel. They're calling it a movement now. Well, I believe with time we will find out if it really is a movement and if it really has impacted and changed things, and if the bond that this seems to have created is real. I believe with time we will know. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think the trend was nice, or do you think it was very unnecessary and probably a little too much? Or are you not a fan of the trend? Please let me know what you think. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.